Hello guys, it's DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Will United versus Marble, and this is going to be a post-info replay, and hopping right in, we will see Marble win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they will decide to go first, 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Valor, Moonlit Chill, Sangan Summoning, Moonlit Chill, Pot of Prosperity. They have Chaos Summoning Beast, Fabled Luri, Samsara D Lotus, Fiendsmith, Tractus, and Samsara D Lotus. Okay, so we have the Yubel Fiendsmith deck going up against Tenpai. You know, Tenpai did get their new Poplar monster. They also got the Trap. I don't know exactly what the cards do for the Tenpai stuff, but, you know, we'll find out. Activate Tractus, go search out the Fiendsmith, and then discard the Fabled Luri. Fabled Luri effect, summon itself out. Then link off, make the Fiendsmith Requiem. Effect, tribute, bring out the Fiendsmith from the deck. And then now we're going to go normal summon Samsara D Lotus. Effect. Oh, okay, they're actually going to Valor it on normal, which is probably just not the correct play, to be honest. Because, like, the deck can definitely get back to it. But now, okay, yeah, especially if we moonlit this. Actually, don't we know that they can just get back to it now with what's known? Yeah, they can get back to it now with what's known. So they can literally just go Fiendsmith, shuffle back, special summon out, and then now they're going to go activate the fusion spell, bring out the Lacrimosa summon back out, and then they have Yama, and then now they can go Yama effect to go search, go ahead and grab out the Shavara, and then link off to make Solar Rage, and then Lacrimosa effect, you know, burn the opponent for 12, and then Shavara effect, pop Solar Rage, and then activate Solar Rage and Yama, so add back, special summon out the Samsara D Lotus. So we're going to put back the fusion, and then bring out Samsara D Lotus, Samsara D Lotus effect, tribute, bring out Spirit of Yubel effect, go set Nightmare Pain, effect, destroy Spirit of Yubel, go search out Gruesome Grave, Spirit of Yubel effect, go bring out Yubel, okay, and now we're going to link off into the Moon of the Closed Sky, okay, and then Shavara effect to go set Chamber, that's fine, special summon out Gruesome Grave, and then link those off into the Sequentia, and then we're going to shuffle back to summon out the Phantom of Yubel, Gruesome Grave, summon out Samsara D Lotus, and then just pass turn. Okay. So I guess we just summon this out because we can, but we didn't do anything with it, so that was kind of weird. Yeah, I forget what the Fusion 3 requires exactly, because we may have been able to go into that, but I guess we shuffled back our Link 1. So maybe we just wouldn't have the negate with it anyways. Even if we went for it, then we lose our follow-up. They draw Fadra. So now they said how? Question mark. Yeah, and they said Gruesome Grave to summon. So activate Pot of Prosperity. Yeah, because this only summons if you control a Yubel, right? Yeah, if you control Yubel, and this is like a Yubel monster, but it's not Yubel itself. So Pot of Prosperity. Go ahead and look at the top 6. Oh yeah, this is another card that they play too, the Dora Draco. If this card is normal summon, you can add a level 4 or lower fire dragon from the deck to the hand. You can only use the effect of this once per turn. Then it says once per turn you can excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's a fire dragon monster, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack for each Dora Draco you currently control. Otherwise, place the excavated card onto the bottom of the deck. So now they're going to go ahead, grab Forbidden Droplet, put the rest of the cards back down to the bottom. I wonder if that's, like, actually worth playing, though. Like, maybe it's worth playing as, like, a one-of. They might just play it as a one-of. Sangan Summoning, go search out Chandra. And then discard Chandra, normal Fadra. Fadra effect to try to special summon back out from the graveyard. Then they're going to go Phantom of Yubel. They said, field spell, you sure? They said, wouldn't it work here? If you read this card, actually, it says when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, tribute this card, that effect becomes that. So, even though it's unaffected, this still works against unaffected cards. Like, if your effect changes the effect, it will still work against it. I'm trying to think of another scenario that it would come up in. But I know that's how it works. I can't think of like another popular one that would come up. I know there was one that would come up not too long ago, and you could use it against tower monsters. So they're gonna go ahead and use it, and then go ahead destroy Yubel from the deck. Okay, and then the Tenpai player just admits defeat. So I mean, they could have played around that, but they didn't know that's how it worked. So now going on to game 2, Tenpai will go first. Opening hands, we have Pot of Prosperity, Fadra, Pot of Prosperity, Fadra, Valor. Okay, that's unfortunate. They have Spirit of Yubel, Shavara, the Fiendsmith, Judgment, and Chamber. Yeah, they thought they were going to be, forced to go first there. And then activate Pot of Prosperity, look at the top 6, and then grabbing out the new Tenpai, which we can go ahead and read over that. So it says, if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it as a tuner. Then you can increase its level by 1, so it can be a level 3 tuner or a level 4 tuner. Then it says, quick effect, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck, except for another copy of itself. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for dragon monsters, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So something really broken about this card is if you Bestial Magma with the opponent, then end phase you can search this, summon this effect, tribute, bring out Pydra goes search, and that's just off 1 Magma Mutt, and you get like full engine rolling. It's kind of like Impulse in the like Fire Engine basically. But now they're gonna go ahead, put the rest of the cards back to the bottom of the deck. Okay, and now we're gonna go activate the Tenpai Dragon effect, special summon out, effect, tribute, go special from deck, bring out Pydra, and then Pydra effect, go ahead, search out the new trap cards. So this card says, it's just a normal trap card. During the main phase, if all monsters you control are fire dragon monsters, minimum 1, and your opponent controls more monsters than you do, end this main phase. Then it says, if 3 or more monsters have declared an attack this turn, banish this card from your graveyard, draw 1, then you can special summon any number of Tenpai Dragon monsters from your hand. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. So, yeah, I've seen this card get some hype. People saying like, oh, this card's broken, it ends the main phase. I don't know, like, personally, I think the card is, like, pretty mid, to be honest. It doesn't seem that crazy to me. It's, like, it's decent, like, it might be worth playing. It's definitely worth testing, though, but it doesn't seem that crazy. Fadra effect, special back out from the graveyard, and then we're gonna go ahead and make Seal, and then set the Trap and Pot of Prosperity pass. They draw Warlords. Ah, nice. Yes, let's keep Warlords in against the deck that is only dragons. Yeah, nice side deck choice. Fiendsmith, go ahead, search out Tractus, and then activate Tractus, go search Fabled Lure, discard Fabled Lure, summon out Fabled Lure, and then battle phase, attack Seal, and now they're going to go ahead, use their effect, attribute, bring out Chandra, and then activate Seal effect, tribute, bounce back Chandra, Seal effect, go summon, bring out Chandra, and then just go main phase 2. Okay, make the Requiem. I guess it's okay the way that they played it there. Requiem effect, go ahead, tribute, bring out the Fiendsmith, because they don't really have many pushes with their hand. I mean, it's really just this one push. So they're going to go ahead, effect to equip, and then effect to try to go ahead, send Chandra and the equip spell, and then the Fiendsmith effect to shuffle back. They said, think, my bad. Okay, so they're actually going to Valor that, so that way they can keep their trap live, which I think makes sense, because at this point, in main phase 2, this card becomes a lot stronger. In main phase 1, all this card does is force the opponent into battle phase, and then main phase 2. So now they're going to go activate the Fiendsmith effect, shuffle back, special summon out, activate the trap cards, so it just makes them go to end phase. They said broken, just end, just no sense, lol. I mean, it's not even that broken. The opponent only had one card that worked, and we kept Warlords in for some reason, so maybe that could have been like, a different non-engine card that could have let us stay in the game. Now we have Chandra, Droplet, Pot of Prosperity, Fadra, and then the Molchibami. They have Nightmare Pain, Gruesome Grave, Imperm, Fiendsmith, Tractus, and Nightmare Throne. Oh god, so this card seems really weird to side in Tenpai, because this card's only good if you're going second. I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, this card is just Max C number 2. It is just as good as Max C, and it's like, okay, you are actually tripping. Like, have you read the card? I don't think so, and if you have, then like, you're just bad at the game if you think this is Maxi. Like, I understand there's a lot of similarities between them, but like, Maxi is broken for many reasons. Like, imagine you build a board, you say pass, and then you drop Maxi on the opponent, the game's over instantly. They have to push through, they have no choice, and as they're trying to push through, you're drawing follow-up, you're drawing interruptions, you just win the game. This card only works going second, and it doesn't even work on every special summon. It only works, most of the time it's only going to really draw you like 2 cards. But I could see formats where this card wouldn't even be played. But they're going to go ahead, Pot of Prosperity, Banish, look at the top 6. But in Tenpai, I feel like it's really weird because, like, you know, you sided in game 3 and your opponent might just make you go first. So they're going to Pot of Prosperity in the Sengen Summoning. Okay, that's fine. And then now we're going to go activate Sengen Summoning effect. Go ahead, search out Pydra. Discard Pydra. Normal Fadra effect. Special back out Pydra. Pydra effect. Go ahead, search out the trap card. Okay. And then now we are thinking what we want to do next. We're going to go Chandra effect. Special itself out. And then go up into Bident Dragon effect. Special back out Chandra. And then go into Seal. And then set Droplet plus Trap pass turn. Okay. They draw Talents there. So now we're going to go main phase. Imperm onto Seal. Activate Nightmare Throne to go search out Dark Beckoning Beast. Normal Dark Beckoning Beast. Dark Beckoning Beast effect. We're going to chain Seal. Yeah, no response. And then chain Droplet for 1 to shut down Dark Beckoning Beast. And then Seal effect to go summon. Bring out the... you know, the Poplar monster, the Gen Roku. Activate Talents to draw on the Yubel and Super Poly. Oh, so we just win the game, right? You just activate Super Poly, use these 2 monsters, the trap's not live, and the game's actually just over instantly. Activate Nightmare Pain, and then Nightmare Pain effect goes search. Shouldn't they have already activated Super Poly? Because, like, they can use this effect to tag out and go summon. So, like, if you put a second body on board... they're going to try to go effect, tribute for cost, chain trap card. Yeah. So they're going to go ahead, pop, search, and then activate Super Poly, use the field, bring out Garua. Okay. Activate Fiendsmith, track this. And then, yeah, they just say GG's. Yeah, it's not going to do much there. Yeah, and this card just didn't do anything. It was a blank. Yeah, they're just running through their combo real quick here. Okay, taking notes, taking notes. Okay, keep going, keep going. Alright, make Yama, add that, link off, make an Appaloosa, shuffle back, special, summon, pop, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now, okay, yeah, they're showing that it would be almost game. But not quite. No, it would be game, right? Because you have this to burn for 12. So this would end up finishing them off. I don't know. I didn't, like, run through the math as they were doing that. But if that was the case, like, this would burn for the last 12 for game. But seeing how long the match was about 27 minutes long. And we do see the Yubel Fiendsmith deck end up winning there. Yubel seems a lot better with the Fiendsmith cards and the Phantom of Yubel. Like, Phantom of Yubel is, like, a very good card, and then the Fiendsmith cards are very good cards, and then they're also Fiends. So, like, you know, they're very good cards, but then they also have synergy with the fact that these cards are Fiends, so then you can make Yama with them. So, like, they honestly have more synergy with this deck than they do the Snake Eye deck. So it's, like, really cool how they work together, to be honest. But okay, yeah, that's going to be it for the match. You know, Mulchiami, make sure, you know, you probably don't want to side this in your Tenpai deck, and if you do side this in your Tenpai deck, only side it when you are choosing for the opponent to go first. Don't put this card in if your opponent gets to decide, because more than half the time, the card just won't be live. I mean, technically it's a 50-50 if they decide to go first or second, but a lot of people make Tenpai go first, so the card won't really be live. I guess you can discard it off field spell, but I don't know. I don't think it's the greatest card. But yeah, Tenpai definitely, you know, I mean, it's a deck that, like, was practically solved before. But now things are gonna change in it because now we have this card. So I can definitely see, Tenpai needing a little bit of work too. Same with Yubel. I mean, Yubel wasn't played nearly as much before. But the deck's gonna, change up a decent amount with all the new support that just came out. But with all that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.